Hello, welcome to sentence 17, the end-loaded sentence. So what on earth is an end-loaded sentence? Well, here's a nice example from Longfellow's poem Snowflakes. Out of the bosom of the air, out of the cloud folds of her garment shaken, over the woodlands brown and bare, over the harvest fields forsaken, silent and soft and slow descends the snow. So we've got the end of the sentence carrying all the weight. All the weight is loaded onto the end of the sentence. All the beginning of it are all a series of subordinations building to this idea that basically snow is fallen. You can take this to quite ridiculous extremes. So here's a really famous example from Nikolai Gogol's short story The Overcoat, where you can see that, I'm not going to read it out to you, but that is a single sentence building to this clause at the end. Alkay Akayevich did not indulge in any amusement. So everything's about that, and we've got this huge journey to that clause at the end. Okay, so let's look at some ones that students are more likely to write. After listening to that drivelling idiot drone on about love this, beautiful that, I can tell you once and for all that I've had enough of both poetry and men to last a lifetime. So this sentence is specified during the sonnet scheme, and you can imagine there the woman to whom sonnet 130 had been addressed, expressing her frustration with Shakespeare and all the rest of it. So there's one example. Here's another one. This is from the point of view of Alison in the Miller's Tale, from the comedy unit. As I plotted alongside Nicholas, cunningly deceiving John and gleefully anticipating Absalom's humiliation, I revelled in the chaos that I caused. So all building up to that main clause at the end. And then here's a great big long one. Although men had long held the reins of power, as the winds of change sweep through, where social injustices persist and conflicts plague our world, where the voices of the marginalised are silenced and the cries for peace go unanswered, it is time that us women band together with our strength, resilience and determination to lead us to a new era of peace, equality and justice. That's their Lysistrata from Aristophanes' play Lysistrata. So that's a bit of a big one, but you can see these can be pretty meaty things. They don't have to be, but they can be. And so where you go in with a particular class of students, start small would be my advice. Build up if you think they can take it. Right, okay, some teaching points. So these are sometimes, you might know these end-loaded sentences. Sometimes there's periodic sentences or left-branching sentences. Essentially, it's exactly the same thing as what we're calling an end-loaded sentence, where the main clause comes after a long series of subordinations. So my top tip here is you decide what your main clause is first. So what's the actual sense that you're going to communicate in this sentence, and then what are all of the things that you're going to put in, the details that you're going to go through before you arrive at that main clause right at the very end. Take some art and some skill to do this. Take some practice, certainly, but that's the way I'd practice. Decide on the main clause first and then put it at the end and see how you're going to get there. Now, the difficulty that a lot of students are going to have is to do this without it becoming a run-on sentence where really we should have some full stops. So teasing that out, this is a great opportunity to teach run-ons. I really recommend for all our No More Marking subscriber schools to look in the Writing Club at the lessons on run-on sentences and to teach those to students whilst engaged in teaching the end-loaded sentence. That would be a really good tip. But a great way to help them shape these sentences is to start the clauses building up to the main clause with subordinating conjunctions, because that's something that they're going to be very, very used to by now from all of their work. So what's the effect of doing this? What's the point? Well, it makes your reader wait. It's putting detail in their way, delaying them finding out what's going on, which can be really taxing. You can do this accidentally, especially in academic writing. It can make it very, very difficult to read, but we're doing this for a particular effect. Sometimes to build tension, or sometimes, like as in the Gogol case, it can make something seem really silly and really absurd. But it focuses the reader's attention on the description. and it also gives you an opportunity to show off your craft as a writer. Those are the main reasons for doing it. I hope that you found that a useful starter. I'll see you for the next sentence. Thank you very much.